Happy Homebrew Wednesday, although it's not Wednesday. It's a weekend and I'm just about to, well, I'm in the middle of brewing a quick keg filler pale ale, and I'm taking a few shots as I'm going, so I'll share that with you very shortly. Because it's during the day, I'm having another brew, a cup of coffee. Oh, that's hot, hotter than I expected. And yeah, that's where we are. The reason I'm doing it early, and it'll actually go up early, is because, as I said in my last video, I'm off up to Scotland with a party of children for work on Monday. So I'm not going to get time to film anything or put anything up, and I can't do it from there because there's no Wi-Fi. There's no snow there yet at the moment, I hope. Taking lots of warm things, one of them being, I wish, a bottle of malt whiskey, but of course I won't be taking a bottle of malt whiskey at all because I'm going to have to be awake through the night just in case we have an emergency situation. But the thought was there, never mind. Okay, so I hope you have it all well, and I'll put on the rest of the video for you to enjoy. See you later, bye. Here we go on the brew day for a pale ale. So we've got the water ready to go into the mash. We've got a mash tun which is got ready to get water into it to heat up, and we have the grist. Excuse the fingers. So here we are doing in on this quick pale ale. It's just going to be a bog standard one with a mixture of hops which I have in, just so that it's a keg filler for Christmas. Those of you who regularly watch my videos will know that I am prone to forget things at times, but you'll be pleased to know that I did put the filter into the mash tun today, thank goodness. Alright, no dough balls in there. I like the mash at the lower end, so at 66 degrees on the nose for an hour. I'm just putting it back over the top so it'll sink down and settle the grain bed. That's running nice and clear now. So feed through. Sparge water is heating up. So I'll be sparging around 75, maybe a little higher. Okay, it's ready there. I think that'll do. We'll switch that off for now. Okay, so here we go. We're going to sparge. Now I know you all got all kinds of fangled and newfangled methods. I don't have, but it certainly works for me. I don't know what we're going to do when it comes to me going larger and upscale, which I'd like to do eventually. but for now it certainly works. So I've just tested the first runnings on the refractometer and it's 1.115, so we'll see how we do from there. So I'm going to bitter with about 15 grams of Eldorado, and they'll go in as a first wort hop, first wort bittering, and then, oops, sorry about the, so we've got some Amarillo to go in later on. So 15 grams, so there's some of the hops in for the first wort hopping. And there we are now, full. You can see some of the pellets going around from the first wort hopping, and the boiler's on to head towards the boil. So we're just busy faffing about now whilst I'm waiting. It's getting late in the morning. Late in the morning? No, it's not. It's getting later in the evening. And of course with the winter months it's getting dark. So we're going to catch up with some Homebrew Wednesday videos whilst we're waiting for the boil to arrive. Of course, this is one of my favourites, with good old Tony Yates. Not so much of the old, I know, Tony, you're just a young man.
Hey guys, so it's Friday night, time for another.
And I'm just looking at his, I think it's sticky testicles. Is that what it is? Oh crumbs. Apart from the fact that my ears are going, so are my eyes.
Sticky tentacles.
Ah, tentacles. Thanks for correcting me.
Let's go ahead. That's really nice.
So we're getting there, you can hear
Medium mouthfeel to it.
Tony Yates in the background.
Got a really nice carbonation, but it's got a really nice malty backbone.
I'm hoping that we're going to hurry up and get to the boil. Sorry Tony, I should have paused you there.
Coats it back. These are really nice hoppy.
But at least you guys get the chance to listen to his beer review. If you're not already subscribed to Tony, then please do. Tony Yates, look him up. Northern Rock Brewery.
Really, really nice. And for the age, I can't imagine what this was like.
Oh, we're nearly there.
That would have been awesome. You know, swirl it out, head comes right back, really good carbonation. It looks darker on the camera than it is to me. Yeah.
So whilst everybody else appears to be drinking beer and I'm brewing beer, I'm drinking a brew at the minute, which is a green tea with lemon.
But it does have
Hopefully I'll remedy that later on.
like a double IPA might like it 2 or 3 months old.
So here's our very own brew cat. One of the other ones. This is our very own TC. Are you going to say hello, TC? TC stands for Teddy Carroll. GTC. No, he's off. He's had enough. See you later. Say bye. Well, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. It probably looks lighter on the camera than it actually is. I hate this time of year. At last we've got to the boil. Not a lot to do now because the first additions went in right at the beginning, the first wort hopping, and the next one, well, basically in about 10-15 minutes to go, we'll be putting some protoflock in here. Well, I haven't any protoflock left, so I'm going to use Irish moss, and then 5 minutes to go there'll be some hop additions, and that's about it. So we start to put those hops in. That's the Amarillo, and we'll give those a stir, and there we go. Irish moss, yeast nutrient, and flavour addition going in there now. And so ends another brew day. The camera died a couple of times during that, I don't know why. But anyway, so there it is in the cube, the no-chill cube. And we'll pitch that tomorrow. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Quick beer review this evening. Now that I've finished my brew day, here's a couple of beers that I'm going to try. These were in the British supermarket Aldi. We've got Spill the Beans Coffee Porter and a Red Rye IPA. Also, I forgot to add that there was a glass, San Miguel glass and bottle set on special offer in there. Nice glass. Obviously San Miguel is San Miguel, and as long as it's nice and cold, it's not bad at all. Ask Paul Appleby about cold beers. He likes to drink everything cold, and he thinks that I'm crazy when I like things, you know, at about 12 degrees. So, let's make a start, I think. Okay, so we'll start off with the Spill the Beans Coffee Porter. It says a malty chocolate taste with an aroma of caramel and sweet malt. It's from the Brains Brewery, but the Great British Brewing Company, it says on the front. Deep brown porter brewed with real coffee beans. This is an initial roasted malty chocolate aroma. Oh, there is rather. And I don't know what's the ABV on it. The ABV is 4.4. So, well, let's give it a pour. Nice little hiss. There is a little mild coffee flavour. Spill the beans, huh? Well, we'll see if we can spill the beans. I think this was just over the £1 mark in Aldi. Not massive amount over, about 150, but it is in only a 33 centilitre bottle. It's got quite a nice head on it. But I think that head has got quite tight, well, some quite big bubbles actually, so I don't know how long that head's going to hang around for. There's a little coffee flavor, smell, aroma, but that's about it. let's jump in. I'm not really tasting the coffee. There's a chocolatey taste, but it's a bit like, you know, when they brew the beers, which has got the like the chocolate essence in, rather than using cocoa nibs. When I'm putting it up to the light source here, it's I mean, it looks quite dark on the camera, but it's kind of like a very burnt orangey red hues, but it's certainly not as dark as it appears. It's got a medium mouthfeel. You can taste some malt, but not a hell of a lot. I'm trying to see if it tells you what hops is in it, but it doesn't. The taste, it says, is creamy, smooth, with notes of chocolate, figs, raisins, and sweet malt. Well, I don't know that I'm getting any figs. There's a chocolatey one, as I said, but it's more like the essence. But all in all, it's a pleasant drink. I wouldn't rush to buy it again, especially as it's only a 33 centilitre or 330 mils. But it's definitely not unpleasant. Well, it's had a little time to warm up, and the head was dissipating, but it's very easy to get it back, and actually forms a nicer head when you do that than when it was first poured. I've just had a tasting note from She Who Must Be Obeyed, and she says it's very nice and she likes that, and she would drink that. I would prefer it to have a little bit more body, but you can certainly smell the chocolate and the coffee coming through. It's a bit like dark chocolate. So all in all, I think with a little bit to warm up, a little bit of time, it's a nice beer. Okay guys, so what we're doing now is we are just sanitizing the fermenting vessel. I forgot to say that it's the next day now. Got some star sand in the old bucket there. Just frightening the hell out of the cats. There we are in there. That'll be fine. Now, I've never done this up the height before, so we'll see how that goes. I don't always throw the star sign away, but today I am. Although I've thrown it over the sink, which my wife will kill me for. As I said, this is the next day, and I know Cube has done its bit. will be the keg filler pail. Going in. What I'm going to do is take a sample reading, a gravity reading, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've had to go into the other light under here to see, so I could see it. I must be getting blind in my old age. But, so the starting gravity is 1068. Which is not bad at all. It's a bit higher than I was aiming for, 1068. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add in the yeast. I'm using USO5, Sapphire USO5 yeast, as it is an American pale. Just going to sprinkle that in. You've seen me do this 100 times before, I think. I put a little bit of Star San in there. Sometimes I put some Blyth Spirit Brewery's vodka in there too, or instead of, because I think sometimes I get a bit worried in case it sucks it all back in, and you don't want the Star San in there, although it says, you know, it shouldn't do any damage to it, and it's only a little bit. But we'll put the little cap on, and we'll set it away. So that means that now I've got 2 ready to go. I must check the Arrogant Bastard Ale today to see whether I can keg that tomorrow. If not, it'll be another week in there because obviously I'm away. There we are, side by side. The ABA on the right and the keg filler pail on the left. So I'm just editing all that up there now, and if you've managed to stay to the end here, my goodness, well done. Just looking at the state of my hair there.
Beer belly blues, what color are my new shoes? 'Cause my feet and belt buckle are things I rarely see. My problem is not my glands, it comes poured from aluminum cans. And Pabst Blue Ribbon's been awfully good to me.